Hi everyone, it's Amelia Anand from the blog unorganizedcrazyperfection.weebly.com, and sorry, I'm going to put this up there, the glare is bugging me, but my last video I did a Fix It Friday video over the candlesticks, and at the end of the video I talked about wanting to do a $2 per meal challenge. Now, I decided to just do $14 for a week of dinners challenge, because some of them were just a little bit over $2 but less than $3, and some of them were even $1. So I'm like, that would fit, better. It's basically the same thing but just spread out differently. So I wanted to go over my recipes that I picked and tell you how much each one's going to cost. Kind of just like a before the week. I will like show videos of each recipe when I'm doing them. So hopefully this week I'll have 7 videos up, which will be awesome. But if you hear background noise, it's just the dogs and my husband. So anyways, sorry. Anyways, getting sidetracked. First recipe I have is goulash, and that's going to cost us $2.68 for 2 servings. Then we have beans and rice burritos with sour cream and cheese included. It's going to be $1.38 for 2 servings. One pot pasta is going to be $2 for 2 servings. Chicken, broccoli, rice, like a stir fry, is going to be 84 cents. Breakfast is going to be $1.34. and that's with toast, eggs, and sausage. And Italian tomato poached eggs are going to be $1.86 a serving. And then the last recipe we have is sloppy joes, and that's going to be $2.61 a serving, with a total of that week dinner price coming to $12.71. Now, I'm going to go over my list of ingredients. Now, I know that some people, the ingredients are going to cost more than they cost me. I get a lot of stuff on sale, but I'm going to try to compare them to like what it normally costs in my area in general, which I know that even fluctuates from area to area, but I can't know all the prices of every area. But it's still going to be on the cheaper side. Like, it might not be this, like, less than $14 a week for dinners. It might be a little bit more, but these ingredients are pretty cheap. So I'm going to explain as I go why they're so cheap, and also like how I prepare them. So first thing we have is tomato pasta sauce. You can get a can of tomato pasta sauce for $1 almost anywhere. It's usually just the metal cans. I know you can get them at the Dollar Tree. I usually don't use that kind of pasta sauce, but I have, and I have used it. It tastes fine. I always add like onions to it, which is part of the goulash recipe. Okay, so then I have 1 pound of rice, which costs me $1. It's dried rice, and I get that at the Dollar Tree for 10. So that makes it 10 cents a serving. Cheese, I get mine at Aldi's, and it's $1.69 for a block of cheese for me, and that makes it about, I think they divided it by 8 servings, like just not like covering a casserole, but shredding it on top of something, and it was 21 cents a serving, I believe. Yeah. Okay, chicken. I get my chicken really super cheap. Sorry about that. I get it from last time I got chicken, I got it from a factory that's having a huge sale, and they had 30 pounds of chickens for $10. It was a really, really, really good sale, and I mean, it was awesome. But so I only paid 33 cents, give or take, a pound of chicken. But when we do our recipes with all of our meat, we only use a half a pound per recipe. Now, I know a lot of people are like, that's not a lot of meat. Well, it's not. But a lot of the serving sizes for meat is 1/4 of a pound. So, I think it's plenty. We've never had a problem with it. We just stock a lot of veggies in it. It makes it really nice and like hearty. And it tastes great. So, that chicken's going to take me for 1/2 pound, which is how we do our 2 servings all the time, is going to be 16 cents. But you can find chicken pretty darn cheap. Usually on sale it's under $1 a pound. So, or if it's not, it's like $1.19. See my dogs? They have no boundary issues at all. Oh my goodness, get down, boys. Okay, next I do hamburger. Now, hamburger, I usually buy the long tubes of hamburger, and it's usually like, Bubba, stop. It's usually like $2.39 a pound, $2.29 a pound. So I pay like, $22, $23 for this 10-pound tube of 80 per 20. So it cost me about, and we use 1/2 pound again, it cost me about $1.20 for 1/2 pound. That's for 2 servings. And you can get this hamburger this cheap, like at least in my area, because I know Aldi's has a sale right now that their hamburger that's 80/20 is $1.99 a pound. Of course, the more leaner you go, the higher it gets, but sometimes you can get sales on those too. So you just really have to watch out and stock up. Sausage, I got mine for $1 a roll because I had a coupon, but I know the Dollar Tree sells rolled sausage. It's okay. It's not the best. I'm being completely honest. It's kind of, But usually, even at Dillon's, a roll of sausage is like, on sale is like $1.49, $1.69 of the Dillon's brand or Kroger brand or whatever. And that's pretty cheap. Still, and I use 1/2 roll per recipe. Tortillas, you can get a 10-pack at the Dollar Tree for $1, so they're 10 cents each. 1 pound of beans, you can get those at the Dollar Tree for $1, and that equals 8 servings. 1 pound was what the package says. It equals 12 servings. Sorry about that. 8 cents a serving. Sour cream, I love sour cream. It's like my, I crave it. Like, I love sour cream. So, I usually buy mine on sale about for $1.19. It's usually not much more at Aldi's for that. And I think I divided by 8 because I really like sour cream. So, I did 15 cents a serving. Chilies, you can get just a can, usually for like 55, 59 cents. I don't think I used that in any of the recipes though, so I just wrote it down because it was in my pantry. Eggs, okay. So I recently, Aldi's, I know they usually have really good egg sales. Last week I think they had them on sale for 53 or 59 cents. We got a thing of 60 eggs for like $3 and like 49 cents. And anyways, eggs are usually about 5 cents each when they're on sale, give or take. Sometimes they're a little bit more. They can go up to like fluctuate between like 5 and 10 cents each, at least where I live. Bread, I get my bread at Aldi's for $1.19. Divide that about amount of servings, it's 9 cents per a slice of bread. Onions, I stock up on onions. If you haven't seen my post about this, you need to look for it. Okay, so at my Aldi's, they have these sales every so often that 1 or a 3-pound bag of onions is 39 cents. Sometimes they do 69 cents, but they do the 39 cents. So I really didn't know what to put for the servings because it's so cheap. So I figured it's probably roughly about 3 cents a serving. Actually, it's probably less than that because when I figured it out, I was using 1 pound. No, I guess, yeah, it's probably about 3 cents a serving. It might be 5 cents, give or take. But onions can be a little bit expensive if you don't buy them on sale. I buy like 9 pounds at a time, and I chop them all and freeze them. A lot of people are like, well, they're not crispy. Well, I don't use them for crispiness. I use them in soups. I use them in sauteing. I use them, I use chopped. If I want you know, something crispy like on a sandwich, I'll have an onion for that. But chop those onions up when they're on sale. Grab a few bags, chop them up, freeze them. They're amazing. Work great. Pasta, I buy mine for $1 a box when they're on sale at Dillon's. Sometimes cheaper if I have coupons, but it's usually about $1. And I usually just get whatever pasta that's $1. I have bought pasta at the Dollar Tree even, because sometimes they have name brands there, and that is $1. So that's going to be 25 cents a serving, because we use half a box per a recipe. Okay, spinach and basically any frozen veggies I get from Dillon's or Kroger, whichever. It's called Dillon's here. And if they're $1 a bag, so they're like a great money saver. And we use half a bag of veggies per a recipe. Tomatoes, I buy these like huge cans of tomatoes at the Dollar Tree for $1. So we use half those for a recipe at 50 cents if I'm using diced tomatoes and not fresh. Salsa, I just buy a bottle of that usually at Aldi's or the Dollar Tree, and it's like $1 to $1.50. My salsa I think I got at the Dollar Tree, so I'm going to use the dollar amount. But I kind of went, I mean, you don't use a lot of salsa, right? I mean, I don't use a lot of salsa. So I didn't really know what to do for the serving size. Because, I mean, it has the serving size on the back, but I don't know. But I put 10 cents for 2 servings, so 5 cents each. I think that's pretty fair, because I really don't use a lot of salsa when I use it. Soy sauce, I buy mine for $1. I looked on the box, back, and the back of mine says there is like 50 servings, 60 servings. I think it was 60, but I rounded up to 2 cents a serving. Butter is very expensive. It's like $2.69 where I get it at Aldi's. Sometimes it goes up to $2.99. It just depends on the day. And I took the amount of servings on the back, which was 32, divided it by that price, and got 9 cents a serving. Now, we might use a little bit more than that, and I have accounted for that in my notes. Like on the breakfast, instead of using a serving, I put 2 servings for each of us. You know. So that is my ingredient list. I believe it's everything. Now you have to remember, like, you can't just go out and buy a serving, right? I mean, you just can't. But you can buy this stuff, and this will last you a few weeks, and it will only be costing you around $14 or less for dinners. You know, this list will not cost you $14. Does that make sense? I'm doing per serving. So, I don't even know how much this list would cost. I'll add it up real quick. $1 plus $1 plus 169 plus 10. Oh, phooey. Let me put my glasses on. I can't see worth a hoot. Worth a hoot. There we go. That's much better. $1 plus $1 plus 169 plus $10 plus 239 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 119 plus 55. That's not right. I'm having a horrible time calculating. $1 plus $1 plus 169 plus 239 plus 10. kimchi get? Oh. Okay, so it's going to cost you about $30 if the prices are around this. I kind of messed up in my calculations, but it was like $25 and I missed like $2 or $3. So then it costs you about $30. Now, chicken will probably cost you a little bit more just because I got a really good deal on it. But I mean, you can find these prices in my area at least. Like, I know a lot of places are a lot more expensive, and I'm so sorry about that, but this is in my area, and even if it's more expensive in your area, you still should know that these recipes will be cheap. Like, these are cheaper ingredients. Like, it's not like steak or, you know, things like that. These are cheaper ingredients to cook with. So I think that's the whole gif I want to get out of this, everybody get out of these videos in the next week, is that my dog loves being loved on, is that you can cook cheap, pretty healthy, and not really spend a lot of money and still have good meals. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money to have really tasty meals, and you just have to be smart with your money and learn to stretch things and do fillers and recipes like the veggies for the meats, and get buy really cheap. So anyways, oh, also I want to say one more thing. These recipes do not account for spices, because my pantry is really stocked with spices mostly, and I'm hoping other people's pantries are stocked with spices. But if they aren't, the Dollar Tree has spices for $1 each. And you can also find spices like even cheap at like Kroger or Dillon's, or I don't know about Walmart because I don't shop there, but you can find spices pretty darn cheap. So if you don't have those, you'd have to account for those. But I already have them, and they're like almost like staples, and it's not really, I can't really calculate how much I use. So we're not including the spices in the total price. I bet though that since my meal's only like $12.71, I'm pretty sure that it would be less than $15 for the amount of spice I use, because I don't use a whole lot. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoy these videos coming up this next week, and I'm starting it Sunday, September 18th. And I'm going to do a whole week and see how I like it. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching.